Hello my fellow gamers, welcome back to the channel, Elric here, and today we are continuing our build in Foundation, the city of San Alicia. So, I've been looking over the city because it's been a few days since I've played, and did actually go ahead and get the walls in place. I'm going to go ahead and start it up. We'll go one times until I kind of make sure I know exactly where I want to continue the build. But we do have our stone walls up for our castle. They'll continue to come up here and build those. They've actually just started bringing up the resources for all this. So this is actually going to take a while. I was looking over our resources here. Of course, cheese still being a problem, so I think I will actually probably this episode just go ahead and add an extra dairy farm. It can't hurt. We've got the money to suffice that. And in between episodes, I did actually look it up also. And I know it was kind of trying to figure out how stained glass and things like that work. I have it over here, Master Builder. This is actually, I believe, the stained glass I have added onto this particular building. What actually has occurred is basically you have to go in, and when, like, say, it works the same way for the sculptures as well. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Actually, we don't need to be in this screen. Let's go. It's probably a little bit easier to explain here. You go into your decorations, and if you have a decoration that actually requires stained glass, or in this instance, a sculpture, that's when they would actually make the sculpture. It would be done here at the builder's workshop, and they would make the sculpture, and then you could place it down. So I'm going to actually run a test on that. I'm going to come over here. Instead of adding both of those to the same builder's workshop, I'm going to add it here to this workshop. I believe I've got room to squeeze it in, maybe. Actually, let's go over to the one that's over here. There's more room, I believe, at this one. Is that it? Yes. So I think I can add it to here, and it would make a little bit more sense. So we'll go ahead and add a builder's sculpture workshop here. Try to see where maybe I could squeeze it in just a touch. Does that work? Let's take a look around here. Actually, let's scoot it back a little bit. So it can sit right here. And we'll get this kind of as our top priority, have someone come over here and build it. And I want to run the test here and see if I select something that has a statue, if it actually will make that statue there. Yes, the treasury is always full, guys. But anyway, yeah, I've been looking over the build. Everything looks good. Yeah, I don't have a company in here because I don't want to do that. I'm waiting for. Let's see, what is it? Sword encampment, the bow encampment. I'm waiting for our bows to actually be brought up here from down here, where we're making the bows, and we can run that company as well. Yeah, see, they're actually in the process. We have 2 bows right now, so that's kind of cool. Shouldn't be too long. They'll be able to bring those up to our armory, and we can supply those guys with bows. We have plenty of war ration spears, and we're actually kind of high on the swords now, so we could probably get a few more of our folks here. Let's check out our companies real quick while we're looking at it. So we have the bow company, which only has 45 might because they don't have their bows. The sword company is looking fairly well, and our castle company, which is our initial spearmen, they're looking really good. So yeah, everybody here is getting trained up. He's almost ready. I'll probably send them back out. These guys need to heal from their last excursion. And oh, these guys look like they are armed and just kind of waiting for their happiness to kind of go up, and we'll be able to send those guys out as well. And then we'll have everybody kind of getting some experience, and we can send all 3 of those companies out on different missions. Oh, what's this say? Yeah, the surplus of construction materials. We know we have that. I'm trying to wait till this actually gets built over here. Let's move up to ×2. And oh, Metfried is bringing some tools, guys. Excellent. So we can get that built shortly. Once that's built, and of course, they're still working on the walls here. Actually, that's part of the treasury there. But yeah, it's going to be a long build on these stone walls, and then we can actually kind of work inside and kind of, get the castle where we kind of want it and get it completed. And then probably our next thing after that, shortly thereafter, of course, will be our monastery. I want to look real quick at our progression here. What haven't we actually... Okay, so we haven't done the cooperage, which that might be down the road. And candles do require wax, which is actually over here. So that's from the monastery. That's down the road a little bit. We have this built and this built now, or will be. We do have to put in a jeweler shortly. What's our gems look like? Because that's, I believe, what the jeweler comes from. Let's see. We only have 7 gems, so there's no big rush on that just yet. We've got 4 unemployed. We'll go ahead and pick this guy up. And there's the courier. What's he going to say? Somebody's probably wanting something. Host a bread fair. Yeah, we could do that. Because we have plenty of bread. If you notice, some of this is starting to kind of dwindle a little bit. The bread's getting a little low. Of course, our cheese has always been a problem. So we may have to look at another farming area shortly. Because, of course, we're almost at 400, or 300 people. Where was it at? Almost at 400, yeah. That's what I thought. 363 in people. Still have an 86% happiness. So we're doing okay there. Yeah, this is going to be just a long build here. This is going to take a while. If you notice, I mean, we have to have 69 polished stone. We only have 28 in stock, so it's going to be a little bit on that. May actually have to put in another stonemason's hut shortly. Wanting to get this built though, because I really do want to test this and make sure we know, okay, this guy's bringing 1 cloth. It's the last thing to be brought in. And once that's in place, they should start building it. It really shouldn't take long to build once he's actually over here with it. If you noticed, yes, our paved streets are actually going in pretty well too. So it won't be long we'll start being able to add citizens. We actually will need a citizen right here because a citizen should actually be working on the sculptures, but that's okay. Once we get them in as serfs, we'll move them up to a commoner. And as they get settled there, we can switch them over to a citizen. Because I think as long as they're housed over here, should be okay. Got paved road. We need a resident citizen in here. Just got to make sure we find the particular person and make sure they are living right here, which they should. There's even extra additional... Well, no, they've actually filled it up. I can add more residential if we need to. I can actually bring it on further out this direction. All right, looks like this is built. So we'll add a master builder. That's suited for a citizen. Right now they are a serf. No big deal. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and bump them up to a commoner. We'll wait for them to get all that ready to go. And then we'll try to build a statue, guys, and see if that actually does work the way I'm thinking it's supposed to work. So they do have housing. Where's their... Oh, it shows they don't have a house, but they have housing. They're probably moving because they'll go to a more suitable area for themselves. You know, I'm going to go ahead and just set it up. And we'll just make a statue. Let's see. Grand Fountain. Wait a minute. These all need marble. So we need marble to make the statues, so that was kind of a waste. Well, we have them in place there. Oh, no, wait a minute. This one only takes polished stone. Okay, so we can do that. I'm trying to see if there's another one that shows statue. All right, so we're going to do a sheep statue, and we're going to do that over here. I mean, it kind of makes sense. We're near the the pasture with our sheep, so why not? We'll just put it kind of right here, and I think that's a big area of beautification. I want to see if it does build, though. That's 320 gold. Not that that's going to hurt us any. Do supply. Yeah, it looks like Vice followed. I believe that was for the swords, maybe. Should be good to go there. I'm going to hold off picking up any more people because we do have 4 unemployed right now. Let's see. It's right here. Yep. Project Sculpture for Sheep Statue. So they're going to bring 10 stone over, and they'll have to get 15 polished stone. So that's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and grab these guys. Might as well, because I think I'm wanting to, now that we've got that built. Oh, look, we got some walls coming in, guys. Awesome. Okay, we'll check our companies real quick while we're at this. These guys are good. These guys are basically good. We're still waiting on the bowers to finish up their training and such. We'll go ahead and send out a couple of these guys, though, on some missions. Let's see. These guys are at 363. They can definitely do any of these. Oh, they actually require 2. Well, let's see. So if we put these 2 together, we should really be able to do these no problem. So what we'll do this one. How do I assign them? Back over here. Okay. Okay, I'm trying to remember how to do this here. Oh, I see. Okay, so we select it. Oh, we don't have anybody with the military grade. So what is the military grade? Okay, so oh, so we have to move somebody in each one of these to a soldier. So it's just an update here. Okay, so let's these guys are rank 5. They should be able to go up to soldier. So how do I do that? Ah, there we are. Got Brock. We'll move him to a soldier. This guy. Move him to a soldier. And where's the rest of our spearmen? Down here. You can go to a soldier. We'll move you to a soldier. Now, any of our sword guys, they're rank 3, so I'm not going to move them up just yet. Well, actually, these guys jumped to rank 10 by moving to soldiers. Let's see if I move this guy. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, that's just okay. Wait a minute. Looking for. Okay, he's a rank 3. They have to be a rank 5 before they can move up. Okay, I understand now. Ooh. Yeah, that jumped to a 420, so I should be able to come over here and do these mission lists now and do one of these. So I'd like to do this one. Unfortunately, we do have to have 2 that have gone up a level in each one of those. So we've got to wait for these guys over here to move up a level. So I guess we'll deploy those guys. There you go. And go ahead and send our bowers. Yeah, we'll go ahead and send them on out. I think they'll be okay. Oh, success probability low, so let's not do that then. We'll send these guys out. They're going to really be able to do that one, no problem. Just get them a little bit more experience while they're waiting on our swordsmen to be able to move up. Excellent. Okay, so now we kind of got that figured out on how that actually works. Let's see if our statue's being built. Walls are coming in. Treasury jumped a little bit by adding this right here. Excellent. All right, so let's go over here. Right here. Oh, well, they're waiting on the polished stone. Fortunately, yeah, that's going to be an issue because a lot of the polished stone is going here and everything. Like I said, I think I'm going to come in here, find a little spot for another stonemason's hut. I think we're storing stone in here. Yes, so it'll be fine to put one right here. And we can stockpile that going forward. Let's see. Stonemason's hut? Yeah, stonemason's hut right here. Just kind of across the way. Sneak it in. And, yeah, I just kind of want it to really be kind of booming. I'm trying to find something where... Okay, that's just wood. I like that. Maybe bring that in. Go about here. All right, we'll build that and we'll get those guys in. Let me go look at this other stonemason's hut that's over here, I believe it is. Where's that? Right here? And we've got everybody in there. Is there anything I can add to this? So we can bring in... Looks like we can actually bring in a total of another... Wow, 5 more workers, or 4 more workers, is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we could actually have more workers over here as well. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's kind of bring them in a little bit. Wow, trees are kind of stopping me from being able to see what's going on here. Trying to make it look decent. Oh, you can actually put 2 of these, so that actually would be 5 more over here. Like that. Can we add a little bit more storage in this area somewhere that would make sense? Maybe kind of look like right over in here. Maybe a little bit right here. Yeah, this whole area is a production area, so anything like that looks pretty decent. All right, let's do that. That's fine. And I'll go ahead and grab, because we're going to need 5 guys right there. And then we'll need some over here. Oh, housing insufficient. Where are we insufficient? Alright, so let's see. We're talking about this guy. And his workplace is up here. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I thought about maybe doing a little bit of residential here in the corner, one of the corners here, for our soldiers. Because I think if we do that, they will go to, should go to high density pretty quick. I think that might actually work. So let's try to make it as small as possible. I do believe, and I did notice it, that once again, if like I said in previous video, if you do with your mouse center, your scroll wheel, if you do 11, count of 11, that's the minimum for a house. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I figure if we can tuck maybe a house right here. We'll see if that's big enough. I may have to kind of move it. Because I'm thinking maybe some residential right through here. And worst case scenario, we can always kick these guys out if we have to. Let's see if that works. Hopefully a house will pop in. I was just trying to keep the circle. I can definitely extend it, right through here and maybe add a little bit more room. Because that gives us plenty of room over here to put other stuff in, and we've got all this. Because I intend to actually put the stone keep back here. And a lot of this is going to get moved around or deleted and just redone. Some of it. I don't see anything pop in. So let's maybe just do this as well. Because it can go all the way to the wall, no big deal. I know at least one house should go in there. But for heavy fortification should actually allow for high density. Let's see, like say we step over here. The density, medium density needs light fortification, patrol coverage, and then the heavy density, the heavy fortification is for the high density. So we can get maybe like 3 in here. I believe it would probably hold at least 8 per person or per house, because these hold 6, or well, these hold 2. The medium density holds 6, so maybe it goes to 10. That would be 30 people. That'd be pretty good up in here. If we could get 3 in here right now, I would like that. Of course, it's got to get built, and you've got to add whatever in here and such, and finish up these walls, which they're working on. That's another part of the treasury. You see, notice our treasury's going up a little bit, so it's something we definitely needed. I think all these towers will be treasury. Kind of cheesing the game a little bit, but it looks nice, so. Alright, so let's see here. Go ahead and grab this. Merry villagers. From your seat in the Great Hall, you can hear people singing and laughing outside. You ensured everyone had everything necessary for the contentment and success. Thanks to you, life is good. Very well. And we are at 101 happiness right now. Excellent. Okay, let's see. Is this being built? Oh, wait a minute. Where's that? Right there. Waiting for the builder. Basically waiting on the polished stone, which we knew that was going to happen. That's fine. Did we get anything else in here? Where? Oh, not the person. Here we are. Yeah, some of this extra buildings is going to take a little while because, we're working on the walls up here and such, so it's fine. Go ahead and add a stonemason in there. Good to go. Nothing else. Maybe I don't think they'll actually start producing just yet because none of this is built. But at least we only have 7 unemployed right now. That works. Alright, so, well, since we're doing a lot of building, let's go over here and take a look. So we're sitting at 293 tendency. I believe another area is going to be, yeah, it's a 55 upkeep. May have to start looking at some, getting rid of some of this stuff here, like doing some trading. I think the glass we could definitely trade for now, so I might go into our trading. Oop, wrong book. Here we are. And I think I'm just going to trade the glass in general. Anything above 0 or not buy. There we are. We'll just trade it off for now for money. It'll be fine. I did want to see as well. Let's go to the bailiff here. Where's he at? Villagers. Budget. Taxes. How's our taxation look? We have a citizen? I don't think we actually have a citizen right now. Ooh, that's kind of high. Does that help? That only lowers it 1. So that's fine. Getting quite a bit for these guys. Alright, anyway, back to, yes, the bailiff. Mandates. He can prospect some stuff. Let's see, influence. Don't need to worry about that now. Oh, yes, I want to improve this trade route. How many planks do we have? Yeah, we could do that. Improve that trade route for us, guys. That'll help. That should bring in some more money once that's done. But I am going to go ahead and buy this area over here, and we're just going to put in another field. Another dairy farm here. Oh, territory, guys. Sorry about that. Let's see. Do I want it here? No, yeah, I want to put it here to kind of keep it all together and connected. So we'll do that. And of course, we've got to do the resource removal. Go ahead and put all this in real quick. And like I did last time, I do want to leave a few of the trees just so it kind of looks natural. I like having some of the trees left in the pastures. I think it looks kind of cool. So I'll get all this covered to start with. Make sure it's all good to go. And then we'll shrink our circle just a touch here. Oop, wrong way. Right there. We'll grab one here, maybe one over here, and like one right in here. I think that'll look pretty good. Maybe one right here too. Alright, so the cows will have, well, cows and sheep, they actually will have some coverage for when it gets really hot. And we'll probably put our extra dairy farm kind of like right in here, kind of just off the road, and go out this direction with it. Should be kind of cool. Actually, we might set it right here and kind of keep it in line with this. We'll do that. Gotta let it kind of get cleared first. And of course, I mean, they'll probably have to do this first. I think this is kind of their top priority right now. So it's going to take a little while. But we've got plans. We've got plans, guys. And the build is looking really nice. I mean, everything's kind of holding up fairly well. The bread is starting to get a little bit lower on us, but, I mean, you know, having 200, we're okay. I just want to preemptively be able to knock it out if we need to. Our meat looks great. The cheese, of course, is low. This is good. Our clothes, wood, and everything looks good. And once again, we're back to max corns. Oh, housing insufficient. So who is not happy? Once again, you're not happy. Barracks housing. Oh, do we need more barracks up here? So they need barracks, not residential. Okay. Well, that makes sense. So let's get rid of this, and we'll just build another barrack. Or maybe can we add on to what we already have? What do we have? Which one's this? That's the provisioner. Let's see, barracks. Oh, it's kind of stuck over here in the corner. All right, so what we do, we'll go ahead and build a secondary barracks, kind of where I might like to have it as a permanent, and then eventually we could delete this one. So that's what we'll do. So, gonna add on to this. Let's see, edit, and we'll add another barracks. The barracks, yes. And we're gonna make this one made of stone. It's a chamber. Let's see, how would we like to do this here? Okay, yeah, I think the chamber looks right. Kind of maybe roll it over this direction. So this will add 16. So I think our barracks would probably be set back like over this way. Gotta do that. In fact, what I might do, go ahead and kind of make this kind of nice size. It looks like altogether that's going to add 44 people, so that'd be kind of nice. Might can I make this taller so it looks right? That's kind of nice looking. Okay. What else will we add to this to make it look kind of cool? Like I said, I'll probably play with this quite a bit, and we'll definitely be making changes and such. Maybe like that. Okay, so that's the rounded one. Oh, so that doesn't actually look right there. So let's change that. Oh, okay, maybe this. Let's see. Okay, that looks kind of cool. I can dig that. That's not too bad. How does this work? Just out of curiosity. Okay, so it'd be like that. Can we raise it? So there's your walkway. That'd be kind of neat. It's a passageway. I'm just kind of looking at the different pieces, seeing what they've got here. Okay. So I'd probably have to do a free place to get that even. I mean, that's even kind of got a gap in there, so I figure we'll play with this type of stuff in the future. But for now, I think that looks pretty good. Definitely needs a doorway of some type. And we might as well go ahead and make it one of these ones that looks kind of neat. Really, why does it go to the base like that? That should be elevated some. Okay, I don't like that one. What? I don't understand that. I guess because it's on that hill. Okay, maybe... Well, that looks decent. Maybe do that, and then, what else maybe we can add to this? I don't know, because it looks kind of... It just doesn't look complete. Just trying to kind of play with the settings here, see what we think. That's not too bad. And that'll give us 62 extra on the barracks, so that's kind of cool. Maybe even raise this up. I like that, maybe. Yeah, that don't look too bad. Yeah, we might go with that for now. That looks pretty decent. I think I'm gonna add maybe let's see. I don't know, just kind of looking to see if maybe we can add some decorations to it. Might as well. That actually takes iron. Okay, cool. Let's see what else we might be able to do here. That's a little too big, yeah. Oh. Back to this. Oh, observation turret. What's that look like? Let's see. Oh, look at this, guys. Do that there and do another one on this side. Ah, that's kind of cool. Does it have a window? It should have a window. Come on now. Alright, so I could try to make it even. Alright, that's kind of neat. I can go with that. Maybe put this right here. Here? Okay, that works. That looks pretty decent. All right, do we have some the regular decorations over this way? Wall lantern. Yeah, it's gonna face out. Nope. Okay, so it's tagging to this right here, this corner. Let's see. Did we not do the snap to and see if we can squeeze it in here? It must be attached. Ah, that sucks. Okay. So let's get rid of that. Maybe we can do this on this side. That'll work, and something like that. All right, let's try this here. I'm trying to just do some extra decorations, to get that splendor up some. But also, I want it to look kind of neat. Okay, I'm not seeing any attachment points now at all. Okay, well, we'll just build that for now, and we can always add on to it later. Build it all. I think that's going to look really neat, guys. And that'll be more of our permanent building here. I want it. Hang on, let's edit this real quick. Whole building, let's rotate it just a touch. I want it to kind of line up with the walls here. I'll bring it back just a hair bit. Okay. There we are. I think that's going to look really cool. And that'll be kind of where our barracks will probably be. We can actually add on to that later. Maybe bring something out this direction if we need to. And you got to remember, that does house 60 people. So that should hold it for a while. The housing's just going to be insufficient for now until that can be built. But that's probably going to be our first permanent piece inside the castle here. I think it's going to look really cool. Let's see what it kind of looks like from down here. Looking up at it. Well, maybe I'm a little bit too low to the ground, guys. All right, here we go. Yeah, that's going to look neat, guys. Kind of cool. I like it. So we've got the barracks in here, and like I said, we've got all this area that we can actually build on. So we've got all this other stuff in here that we can kind of move around and play with, put it where we want. Probably our training facilities, things like the spear encampment and such, will get moved over here across from the barracks, and this will be more of our governing areas, such as our keep, which will be further back this way, probably a little bit, probably tucked over in here, and things like that. And we'll work with the topography where it is kind of rolling up to the very center here. We'll have probably something in here that's more based as far as that might be where we put the keep right in the middle, or maybe back here. I haven't decided, but I kind of like that right there. And then, like I said, we'll work our training facilities, and maybe the armory will go right here or right here. This is where all of our military will be. I think that'll be neat. But a lot of buildings still to go, that guys. I mean, you know, they've got all these walls still to complete. Looks like they've got most of the these here. We've got a couple right here still to go. So shouldn't be too long. How's everything looking? Everything still looks pretty decent. Bread is getting a touch low, guys. Have they started clearing this off yet? Probably not. We've probably got most people building on that castle over there. Which is fine. I knew this would take a while. But I think it's going to look really, really good once it's done. Plenty of supplies still here for them to work on this. I think that's one reason it is going in as quickly as it is. Of course, we're hurting on the polished stone. Really, that's what we're hurting on. Did we ever maybe start building on this over here? I think all of our builders going up. Let's see, hang on. Oh, we can get one more person in here. Good deal. Now, so that'll help some. And, yeah, they're ready to go up to a commoner. We'll move them on up. That will help. Waiting on 20 tools, quite a bit of wood, and still 25 more cloth. They've got 10 coming, so it's going to be a little bit on that. Oh, that went away immediately. What do you want? Selling wheat. Yeah, we don't have wheat to sell to you guys. Not interested. Sorry about that. So we'll just let everything kind of build and get everything put in here, guys. And it shouldn't take long. We'll see this castle build up and everything will be looking really nice. All right, I've been letting the castle kind of build up for just a minute, and we have improved trading with Davenport, so that definitely helps. So yeah, working on this. This is going on up. Shouldn't be too much longer. Looks like we've got a lot of it in. Coin tendencies has gone up for us. That definitely helps. We've got 3 unemployed right now with nowhere for them to go right now, so I'm going to leave those 2 off. These 3 will go over here in our dairy farm once we get it in. I could probably go ahead and put it in right now, but I'm going to hold off until they clear a little bit more of this area. I did go ahead and add an extra builder's hut right here. And those guys are actually probably in the process of clearing the woods there a little bit, heading to work. Yeah, that's what they're going to be doing. And, you know, we will be expanding the build out this direction because I'm thinking probably put the monastery on this island. And then we'll move this direction as we continue to grow the area. I believe this is where we're prospecting now, because I did send the bailiff out to prospect. So I would believe he's in here somewhere looking to see. Oh, right there they are, actually. Awesome. And they have no housing. Oh, well, it's because you're out doing something. Take you a tent. But anyway, yeah, they're doing the prospecting there. I'm hoping to find some marble so we can actually do some stone statue making. And yeah, this is actually coming up really nice. Looks like we have for the treasury, which is basically our towers, we have about 18 polished stone is all we need. Once that's brought over, we'll finish all that up. And as far as the walls go, we need 5 polished stone. So it's really polished stone all we're waiting on now. Looks like about 20 to 25 polished stone. So that's kind of neat. Waiting on cloth for that to finish that up. And how's this look over here? This should be about cool. We can knock in 2 more people here. Check out their needs and make sure they're good to go. We're going to move them to commoners. And that should really start producing a lot more because we've added 4 more, or at least 3 more. No, we actually added quite a few there. I believe it was 4 or 5 people. Well, by the time it's done, it will be a total of 5 because they've still got a lot to actually bring over here. So once all that's brought over, you know, that should start producing, and we'll have that secondary stonemason's hut. So we'll have plenty of polished stone. Hopefully we can start stockpiling that because we'll need that for our monastery, which is not going to be too long. We'll be building that too, guys. Concentrating on the castle here because you remember, once this is all built and we have the heavy fortification in here, the very first thing we can come in and do, other than switching everything over to stone, of course, is actually we can come in and get a royal office in. Because it does require heavy fortification, unfortunately. So, that'll be probably the very first thing I'll do once the fortification is in. Get it down somewhere in here. We could start working on this quest right here, visiting royal court, which would be kind of nice. So we have 1 unemployed. So I'm going to go ahead and grab these 3 guys. So that gives us 4. And of course, you know, once this is built, we'll add probably at least 1, if not 2 more there, and then we'll have probably the rest of them will go over here into this. Which kind of we're waiting on two tools and 5 cloth for that one. So it shouldn't be too long. We'll have that. I should have actually already built up those stonemason huts before I started the castle, but it's okay. We're just hanging out. What is over here? Oh, okay. So this would be, I guess, the prospect area? What is this? Village market. Why is that over here? I didn't put a village market over here. Maybe I did incidentally hit something when I was looking at some of these spots. I don't know what that was, guys, or maybe that was just a glitch. It's alright, we took care of it. But everything is coming together, guys. Oh, got a courier over here. Let's see what he has to say. Proving trade with Castle Harbor. Okay, yeah. Why it'll add us a little quest over here or something. Or it will eventually. You get that for every trade group you do, so. Alright, looking pretty decent over here. Yeah, they are starting to clear this out some. Make sure I got it looking good. Oh, so I guess we can... Need to kind of clear some of this out right through here as well. Let's see. Take those guys out and leave it. Leave one right in here, maybe. Oop, that would be right here. There we go. That'll work. And we can always remove later on. It's no big deal. I'd rather have to remove than add. So they actually have quite a bit of that made. Because I'm gonna put the other dairy farm right here and just kind of extend it out this way, and kind of try to square it off. Might actually get ready to do that here in just a second. Of course, I mean, there's so much building going on right now with the castle walls up here. Everything else is looking good, though. Happiness is at 85%. So, not too bad. Got 19 polished stone in stock. Of course, I'm sure that'll get immediately taken. If you notice, I didn't notice this. For this right here, right off the bat, we need 180 polished stone here, guys. This is going to take a while to build as well. But, I mean, that's part of the game, you know. We're starting to move into some of the nicer builds, stuff that's going to look good. So it's going to take a little bit longer for some of this to actually work. Yeah, and these guys aren't happy because they have no houses. I'm working on it, guys. As soon as I get some builders up here and we get some polished stone, we'll make sure you have a place to sleep at night. They're coming in. Are they actually done with maybe their quests there? Let's take a look. Nope. Everybody's still active, still doing their thing. Let's see what shape everybody is in. The bow people are still good. How's our swordsmen look? They're actually got a couple guys wounded. What about this here? Got one wounded. That was one thing. I don't believe I'm actually able to open it quite yet. I've got to have 150 splendor in Kingdom to open the healing house. And I don't think we're anywhere near that. Yeah, we're only at 89, so we've got a ways to go. But as we build up the castle, that'll come to us. So just takes a while to get everything built, guys. All right. I think this is good enough. I'm going to go ahead and get this dairy farm down and see if we can bump the cheese production up just a touch. Do that real quick here. It's bakery, dairy farm. That's there, right here. Okay. Kind of tuck it in right about here. And we'll go ahead and make that a kind of a top priority. Hopefully these guys right here that's been doing this will come over and start working on this. It only needs 30 planks, which we have plenty of planks, and 10 tools, which starting to actually get a little low on tools, guys. But you figure we're making all this stuff down here, which actually I think I'm going to pause the spear making for now. We don't really need it. At least for now. Where's the spear maker? It's a swordsmith, spear maker. Let's pause these guys. Pause. Okay. So they'll finish up that and keep producing. Okay. And yeah, because we're sitting at 134 spears, we don't need that many. In fact, I may trade some of that away. So let's go in here to the trade route. Did we open that trade route up? Yes, this one is opened up, so we can actually get 5 per spear. So we might as well do that, because we're not using nowhere near what it's producing there. So going to resources, where are spears at? Spears. Let's sell anything over 100 for now. So that's still 34 automatically. Once that kind of drops down to 100, maybe we'll reinstitute that. But I want to try to get these tools built back up a little bit. May even pause these swords, too. Because we're sitting at 69 of those. Don't think we need that many of those as well. I'm not going to sell those because I want to make sure I keep my company in stock with swords. But for now, we'll just pause that. And we'll keep an eye on it and see and make sure that it doesn't drop too low on us. But we are pretty low on tools right now. I mean, we're making tools no problem. It's just we're using them quite a bit, especially, you know, in making this up here. I mean, you figure this was... Oh, the treasury is built now. Excellent. So 4,700 on our treasury. That was a pretty good increase. Does that show that the fortification is built? Yes. Did I build the walls backwards, guys? That don't make sense. I thought that was scaffolding. Okay, so how do I edit that? Yeah, that's crazy. Come on. You've got to be kidding me. I've got to readjust every bit of this. Alright guys, I've got a task I got to do off camera because I'm not going to make you guys watch this. I did not realize, I thought that was scaffolding and not the trusses they walk upon, because that's not even flat. That doesn't look right. But yeah, I built the walls backwards, guys. Who knew? So anyway, I'll go ahead and put a cut here, guys, and I'll fix that mistake off camera, so you guys don't have to suffer through that. I do apologize about that. But anyway, guys, if you enjoyed the video, including the mistakes, make sure you like the video and give it a thumbs up. That'll definitely help me here at the channel. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and enjoy the comedy sometimes of the errors of my ways. Anyway, guys, until next time, take care. Thank you for watching.